The episode Migration will be released soon alongside the episode Derision. So in this video, we'll be discussing about all the trailers and everything that we know about the episode Migration, all the scenes. So before we start talking about them, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on the notifications, because I'll keep you updated with every new information about Miraculous Ladybug Season 5, and also subscribe to my second channel. You have the link in the description, because on that channel maybe I will post the episode Migration when it will be released. So now let's begin. First of all, let's discuss about the release date. So Migration has two release dates. The first one is 16 April in French dub. It will be released by Tifo in the same day as Derision, the episode 14. And the second release date is for the English dub on 6th May. As I said, it will be first released in French dub, but after some hours after it is released, it will be posted with English subtitles, so you will understand everything that they're saying in the episode. So these are the release dates. Now let's read the synopsis of the episode, and the synopsis means the description, to have a main idea about what's going to happen. The synopsis says like this. There are many sides to Luka. Sure, he's Juleka's twin brother, but he's also like a big brother to his friends, including Marinette and Adrian. They both like to seek his advice, as Luka always has an inspiring quote to give them. Lastly, Luka is the guitarist of the band Kitty Section and the son of a celebrity. And this side of Luka will pique the interest of the worst character in the show, Bob. This is not in the synopsis, but I just had to include it. So, who's ready for anything to make money? But Bob underestimates Luka, who's ready for anything to defend his values and his friends. So, from what it looks like, Luka is the main character of the episode Migration, and I'm really excited to watch it, because Luka is one of my favorite characters, and I'm really happy to see that he finally gets some screen time, because besides the episode 6 Determination, he hasn't appeared in season 5. And also the Kitty Section is back. We've seen them one episode before in the episode Perfection, the episode 12, but I'm happy that they also get more screen time. Bob was last seen, I guess, in the episode 5 Illusion, correct me if I'm wrong, and I didn't really miss him. He's one of the worst characters, and I'm not really sure why they're involving Bob in the Kitty Section, I mean inside their universe, because they know that Bob stole their music and their costumes in the third season in the episode Silencer. So why are they involving Bob and trust him? But probably they see it as a really big opportunity that they can miss, but they will realize that they got scammed. We have two trailers for the episode 13, so let's start analyzing them, starting with the trailer for the English dub from the official Miraculous Ladybug channel. And then we will discuss about the second trailer from Tifo, which isn't really long, but we got a really interesting scene in that trailer that I really want to discuss about. So as I said, let's start with the first trailer. First of all, we can see the Kitty Section performing, and I'm really excited, as I said, because I really like their songs. The voice actors are doing a really good job at singing, and I really hope that in this episode we will get a new song and not an old one. Then we have an Adrian moment while the Kitty Section is performing, and just look at the way Marinette looks at Adrian. And in the trailer that scene was about 1 second, but I'm really sure that Adrian will look the same way on Marinette. And I still can't believe that they're finally dating after so many years. I've been watching this show since like 2017, and now they're finally dating. It feels unreal. After that we can see Bob, and he looks really impressed by the Kitty Section. Probably he was there to watch them perform, and he will start saying that they are amazing, that he will make them rich, famous, if they sign some contracts with him to be in a partnership. And at first they will be really excited, because as I said before, it's a big opportunity for them, and it really is, but not with Bob. He will get the contracts and he will be like, look, I have the contracts here, let's sign and start the partnership. And I have just one question. Where was he keeping the contracts? Because he doesn't have a suitcase with him or anything. Where was he keeping them? In his I was about to say something, but never mind. It looks like there's one for every member of the band, and I'm really curious to see what the contract says, but probably there's nothing written on that because there's an animated show. But if they will do a close-up to the contract, it will be in French because it's a French show. So I really hope that we will see what the contracts say because I'm really curious. They will all sign them, starting with Rose, and she looks really excited. I feel really sorry for her after she finds out that she's been scammed. Then we can see Juleka, and again she looks really happy, and I feel really sorry for them because they are so excited that they will become famous. Then we can see Ivan, and lastly we can see Luka. After they sign them, they will look at them and they will see that they got scammed. They look really shocked, so what can be so bad on that contract and why didn't they read it all before they signed? Well, this is definitely a lesson for them in life to never sign something until they fully read it. What can be written so bad that they look so shocked? Because if you look at their faces, they look not disappointed but more than shocked and a bit scared. And again, why did they make a deal with Bob if they know what happened in the episode Silencer? I mean, especially Luka. He knows what happened. Maybe the other ones don't know for sure, but Luka was there with Marinette. So why did they agree if they know that Bob always steals music and ideas from others and then pretends that it's his ideas? We can't really blame them because Bob can be really convincing, especially that he's an agent or something like that. And they're teenagers which were promised that they will become rich and famous probably, so of course they took this opportunity. Maybe they were promised that they will become famous, but then they say that they will work for Bob and then they will not perform for the public and they give the ideas to Bob for money or something like that because probably they care more about the fame more than the money. I really hope that what I'm saying makes sense for you because probably I didn't phrase it really well. But the idea is that they got scammed and at the end of the episode for sure they will resolve it like they did in the episode Silencer, and Bob will be humiliated to the public once again. Then we can see Luka arguing with Bob and he rips off the contract and we can see some words, so I really hope that in that scene we will see what's written on it. After that we can see Anarka and she looks ready to beat up Bob, and we can see again Luka and Bob having an argument, and it looks like Bob is pointing something at the contract, not the signature but something written on it, which probably proves that Luka can't win against him and that he signed that he will do whatever it said on the contract and that there's no way that Luka can back up now or refuse to do what he signed for. After that we can see that Anarka threw away Bob from the ship, and I really can't wait to see this scene because it will probably be a really funny one. And I forgot to say that I really want Jagged Stone to defend the kids and help them because he's a celebrity, he can take down Bob if he wants. After that we can see that the akumatized villain is Bob, and because the episode is named Migration, it means that he will have the power of the horse Miraculous, which is teleportation or migration. And the akumatized subject is probably the disc that he's holding. We've seen in the trailer that the akumatized subject are some cards, but probably they will transform into this disc after he's akumatized. And also, why is he akumatized? Because he didn't scam them, because they realized that it's a scam and they backed up. I'm not really sure why he's the one who's mad, because if anyone should be mad about this situation, it's the kids, not him. In general, after someone is akumatized, at the end of the episode they have a redemption, but Bob will probably still be stubborn and he will not have any redemption at all. Here we can see him again on the ship and it is closer so we can see his design. He looks golden and this reminds me when he was akumatized in the episode Ephemeral into Mulak, if I remember well, and he had the power to transform people into coins. So probably this time when he hits someone with the disc, that person will become money or coins. Then we can see Luka and Ladybug, and they look like they have a really genuine moment, and I know what will happen in this scene. I mean, I don't know, but I can guess. Luka will tell Ladybug that he knows their identities, that he knows that Ladybug is Marinette, and he will say that he knows who is Cat Noir, but of course he wants it to Ladybug who Cat Noir is. I'm really curious to see what the show will do with Luka now that he knows that Ladybug is Marinette, and we've seen only a bit of that in the episode Ephemeral, but it didn't really change anything in the show, so I'm really curious to see what impact it will have in this episode. I'm really curious to see how Ladybug will react when she finds out that Luka knows, and in this scene she looks happy, I guess, so probably she will realize that the secret is safe with Luka because he's a really trustworthy person. And again, I'm really curious to see what consequences will have that Luka knows their identities. Something important has to happen, probably not in this episode, because probably in Migration he will just tell Ladybug that he knows their identities, but probably later in the show, in the finale or in the next season, it will play a really big role, because why did he find out? We can say that he found out only for himself to feel better, because we know from the episode Truth, the first one from season 4, that he knows that Marinette has a secret that he can't know. So now that he knows the secret, he knows that Marinette wasn't bad with him. And when she was leaving their dates, or she was making a lot of excuses to not go somewhere, she had to save Paris, not to meet Adrian, for example, because probably in Luka's head there were a lot of thoughts that Marinette is cheating on him or something bad in general. Who wouldn't believe that if their partner always has excuses about everything? But let's hope that it's not only that, and that Luka knowing their identities will play a big role in the season 5 finale or in the next season. Then we can see a shot from the fight scene, and in all the shots from the fight scenes we can see that he uses the power of teleportation, so he really likes that power. But as a villain he's not really strong, because he can just throw a disc and probably transform people into coins. He's not that powerful, because if he touches Ladybug or Cat Noir and transform them into a coin, how is he going to get the Miraculouses? A lot of villains in Miraculous had stupid powers, like Reflecta for example, because she also can make the Miraculouses disappear. So what's Monarch's plan? How is he going to get the Miraculouses if Ladybug and Cat Noir are coins? Just think about it, Monarch, stop being so stupid. At the end of the trailer we can see Monarch looking really happy, probably he thinks that he won, but he always loses, so for sure he lost. So this is a trailer from the official Miraculous Ladybug channel for the English dub. Don't forget that the episode 13 Migration will be released in English dub on 6 May and in French dub on 16 April. And talking about the French dub, let's see the trailer that Tifo released some days ago. First of all, we can see another shot from the fight scene with Bob being akumatized fighting with Cat Noir, and in all the fight scenes we can see Cat Noir but not Ladybug. What happened to Ladybug? Probably she's with Luka. Then we can see Cat Noir again in the fight scene, and probably Cat Noir will be the main lead of the fight scene, which will be really cool. It reminds me of the episode Psychomedian. And while Cat Noir is fighting Bob, Ladybug and Luka are making a plan to defeat him. After that we can see Luka on the Eiffel Tower with his guitar, and probably he's doing this to distract the villain, but just imagine if he falls. I know that he won't fall because it's miraculous, but imagine if you're standing like this on the Eiffel Tower in real life. You will fall in 5 seconds. And he's not just standing on the Eiffel Tower, he's playing his guitar, so there's no way that he can stay like this without falling. But let's not talk about the logic of Miraculous, let's talk about why Luka is on the Eiffel Tower. So probably he's making a diversion for Ladybug and Cat Noir, and he is distracting the akumatized villain Bob. Every time I'm saying Bob, I'm thinking about Bob from Good Luck Charlie, but this is not important. The other option is that Luka is on the Eiffel Tower playing his guitar to show the people in Paris that Bob stole their music and that he's the one who made that song. So these are the trailers for the episode Migration, the episode 13 of Miraculous Ladybug season 5. Now, let's read the synopsis again, because after all of this, to get a main idea about what's going to happen in the episode. The synopsis says like this. There are many sides to Luka. Sure, he's Juleka's twin brother, but he's also like a big brother to his friends, including Marinette and Adrian. They like to seek his advice, as Luka always has an inspiring quote to give them. Lastly, Luka is the guitarist of the band Kitty Section and the son of a celebrity. And this side of Luka will pique the interest of label owner Bob Roth, who's ready for anything to make money. But Bob underestimates Luka, who's ready for anything to defend his values and his friends. So this is the synopsis. Luka will be the main character of the episode, and Bob will try to scam the Kitty Section. I'm mostly excited for this episode, only to see Ladybug's reaction after Luka tells her that he knows their identities, and to see what's going to happen with Luka because he knows this information. Migration doesn't seem to be one of the worst episodes of season 5, but not one of the best ones either. I guess it's going to be as good, for example, as the episodes Protection and Adoration, which are in the middle. When we were talking about the release dates, I forgot to mention that there are some chances that Glob will probably post a new trailer for the episode Migration these days, or even the whole episode, because the person who makes the trailers for Glob posted on his story that he's working at a new trailer, and we know Glob. We know that Glob always wants to be the first one who releases a new episode, and there are a lot of chances that they will release the episode Migration one day before Tifo releases it in French dub. Or if they will not release the episode, they will make a trailer with the most important parts of the episode, like they did with the episode Wishmaker, for example, where in the trailer they included that Luka will find out that Marinette is Ladybug, which was the most important part of the episode. So there are some chances that now they will include the part when Luka tells Ladybug that he knows their identities, but I really hope that they will not release the episode first, because the French dub alongside the Romanian dub and the English dub are my favorite dubs of Miraculous, and I really hope to see it first in French dub. So this is all for today. This is all we know about the episode Migration. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also turn on the notifications. And in the description you have my second channel, and as I said in the beginning of the video, on that channel probably I will post the episodes Migration and Derision, but especially the episode Migration when it will be released on 16 April with English subtitles. So don't forget to subscribe to that channel too, and I'll see you soon.